Hi guys, the barge to house asylum seekers is expected to begin its operations very soon in the town of Portland in Dorset. But as you've probably already seen, there is growing opposition by the MP for the area in the House of Commons, but also physical protests by residents. One of the arguments presented is that the town simply can't cope with the numbers that will be aboard the barge. Local services, which have been under strain since the Tories won power, simply won't be sufficient to handle the people arriving. Well, that argument was perfectly destroyed by one of the people both protesting and presenting the argument. Have a listen to this self-own.
We've not got enough NHS, dentists, doctors, we just haven't got it. So we're all struggling.
If those services were improved, would it be all right? Could you then cope with it?
No.
So it's about something else?
It's about the men.
Oh my goodness. Is she racist? I'll leave that up to you. But if she's not very clever, is she? If she had stopped at, look, we don't have the resources, we don't have the NHS, we don't have the GPs, we don't have the dental services, we don't have the public services necessary to handle another 500 people, which it seems to be the case with this new barge. I think most people would have agreed with her, but that's not her point. Her point is something completely different. Why say we don't have the resources, and then when somebody says, well, if you had the resources, would you still have a problem? You say, yeah. So then why the hell did you bring up the resources? Of course, this is the result of people reading the Daily Mail or the Sun or the Express and not actually understanding reality. These people will be convinced that their enemy is the people on the barge. To be angry with the people on the barge, not angry with who put them there. Suella Braverman, the one who has decided, I'm not going to process the claims, I'm going to allow the backlog to build up, and I'm going to force communities like this to accept a barge with 500 people on it, and to hell with the consequences. But the public are being convinced that they should be angry with the asylum seekers who don't want to be on the barge. The residents don't want the barge, but they're being convinced that the enemy is the people on the barge, not Suella Braverman and Rishi Sunak, who have decided this. They're the ones who are in the driving seat, not the asylum seekers. You know, if she had stopped at, we don't have the resources, I think most people would have agreed with her and said, yeah, you're right. Why should a small town that doesn't have the resources accept 500 asylum seekers? Doesn't it make more sense to send them somewhere where there are the resources available? But that won't be the argument. That isn't the argument here. She just doesn't want these people because they're all men, it seems. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.